Oh no, this is recorded now. Kanina hindi. Kami masabi si father.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's 1 o'clock, so we are now resuming our first session. In the first session, we studied about the first encounter between God and man. We learned about the design of the male to be logical and the women to be emotional, which was validated by science. So, na pag-usapan natin also yung mga information or knowledge that the husband should possess, or the characteristics or the things that the husband must do in order to do his role as a husband. When the husband have kids, of course, he becomes a father, which is another hat na kailangan isuot. So our responsibilities should be, we should be aware of our responsibilities to be effective in that position na ating pinasok sa buhay. Kaya may mga decisions tayong nagagawa kung minsan na nagbabase sa ating feelings, nagbabase sa ating nararamdaman, not based on the truth. And if you will notice, sa lahat ng mga nagtuturo sa atin, sa lahat ng mga philosophies of life na natutunan natin, for everything that is presented to us for study, na knowledge na sinare sa atin from the time we entered school, these are all information gathered from the theories of different men. Kaya sometimes mapapansin mo may ibang theory yung ibang tao. Merong nagtuturo ng naiiba sa una nating natutunan. So it's very important for us to have a foundation sa ating mga nalalaman, sa ating pinapasok na knowledge sa ating buhay, sa ating sarili, para we have the right decisions in life, para hindi tayo nagta-trial and error. Because as established, the truth will set us free. But isa lang yung tanging source ng truth. Dahil isa lang yung tanging nagsabi ng truth sa ating buhay, sa mundong ito. Isa lang yung nagki-claim ng truth. Nobody claimed, even Confucius, even Buddha, even si Prophet Muhammad, even yung mga ibang philosophers or religious leaders, known religious leaders na nabuhay sa mundo, they never claimed to have the truth. Only one person who claims to have the truth, and that is Jesus Christ. And of all those philosophers na nabuhay, of all those great people na nauna sa atin, they did not rise again on the third day. only Jesus Christ was able to prove na kaya niyang mabuhay on the third day. Only Jesus Christ has proven that. He has the truth. Sabi pa nga niya, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Siya lang ang pakikinggan natin. Siya lang yung kailangan nating maintindihan, because Jesus Christ is God in the flesh. Kaya kailangan nating kunin ang source of truth. Now, we learn from the Constitution ng bansa na ang family daw ang foundation ng ating bansa. Paano kung ang taas ng ating marriage breakups? Paano kung ang taas ng divorce cases? Nasaan na yung foundation? Of course, nasisira. Parang dahan-dahan kinakain ng anay. And what happens next would be evident in our society. Kung ano man yung klase ng society meron tayo ngayon, lahat galing yan sa loob ng ating bahay. Now you're building a family and you become part of the foundation. Remember, foundation came from the word, originated doon sa katotohanan na ito ay nasa ilalim. The word foundation was used just like in building a construction. in building a tower, ang pinakamalaking puhunan lagi ay nasa foundation. The bulk of the budget is always reserved for the foundation. Anong logic niyan? Because anumang ganda ng itayo nila sa ibabaw, anumang ganda ng materyales, gaano man kamahal ang itayo nila sa ibabaw, kung mahina ang foundation, of course, the structure will collapse. The same with building a family. Wala po yung kaibahan sa pagtatayo ng family. Dapat matibay ang foundation ng mag-asawa. And how do you get that foundation? From having information or knowledge about it. Kaya nga, kung wala kang knowledge about it, wala kang information about the family you are building with, I don't think meron kang pagbabasihan ng iyong mga desisyon. Ang pagkukunan mo ng iyong mga desisyon will be coming from your feelings or the opinion of others. Even yung mga nabasa mo, hindi naman naka-align doon sa truth. So everything must be aligned sa truth ng design ng isang produkto. Now, the manufacturer's manual or the Bible gave the step-by-step keys to be successful even in our career, even in our daily life. Ito yung key na binigay sa Proverbs 24 verse 3. What was that? By wisdom a house is built, and through understanding it is established. Through knowledge, its rooms are filled with rare and beautiful treasures. Now, how to interpret this? Hindi ka naman magkakaroon ng wisdom kung wala kang understanding. Hindi ka naman magkakaroon ng understanding kung wala ka namang knowledge about sa isang bagay. So it always starts with having knowledge or information about a particular thing na gusto mong malaman, then you will understand it. You should understand it. Kailangan maintindihan mo yung knowledge or information na na-acquire mo. The same with every professionals that we have, the engineers, the lawyers, the architects, they all started from getting knowledge about how to be a lawyer, how to be a judge, how to be an engineer, how to be architect. They all started with acquiring the right knowledge. Then, of course, merong test kung naintindihan yung knowledge na binigay. And that is where understanding comes in. Naintindihan ko yung knowledge na na-impart sa akin. Naintindihan ko yung knowledge na ituro sa akin. Then what's next? Application. When you apply the knowledge that you acquire, naintindihan mo, you apply, you become wise. And that is where the wisdom came from. Diba? So reverse yung pagkakasabi dito. That is how God presents His mind. Ganyan siya mag-isip. Let the man understand it. Let the man gets this. Hindi niya isusubo lahat sa atin niya. Kailangan nating maintindihan pag-aralan natin. Kaya nga, if you are wise enough, parang isang tahanan niya na punong-puno ng karunungan. Isang tahanan na punong-puno ng rare and beautiful treasures. Bawat kwarto ng bahay mo, punong-puno ng treasures. Because you have the knowledge, you have the understanding of that knowledge, and you become wise. Alam mo kung ano ang role mo bilang husband, alam mo kung anong role mo bilang father, alam mo ang role mo bilang wife, and you are effectively performing it, then your house, with all its rooms, will be filled with rare and beautiful treasures. When we say rare and beautiful treasures, ito ay kayamanan. Anong kayamanan yan? Pag ang tahanan niyo punong-puno ng pagmamahal, of course, that is also equivalent to having a treasure in your home, in your life. Pag mahal na mahal ka ng husband mo, napakasarap ng feeling. Gusto mo laging umuwi sa bahay. Gusto mo laging kausap ang husband mo. Kapag mahal na mahal ka ng wife mo, excited ka laging umuwi ng bahay ng maaga. Mas gugustuhin mong mag-stay sa bahay mo with your wife, with your spouse, kaysa sa labas na punong-puno ng temptation, punong-puno ng hulo, punong-puno ng mga negative influence. That is how you will design your family. These are the keys. You start with knowledge, then you understand, then you'll be wise, and you will have a house filled with rare and beautiful treasures. So I hope you got the message. Now, knowledge will not come to us. It will not knock to our doors. No? We should find this knowledge. Tayo yung mismong lalapit. This will never come to us voluntarily. So we have this obligation to know those information, how to have a happy family. Marami na nauna sa atin. Na-share nila, sinulat nila. How to be a good husband and father, a good wife and mother. Know your roles but do it respectively. Kung husband ka, huwag mo nga alamin yung role ng wife mo. Makukonfuse ka lang. Kung wife ka, huwag mo nga alamin yung role ng husband mo. Makukonfuse ka lang. And what happens next? Hindi mo na magagampanan yung role mo mismo. Bakit? Kasi ang na-store na knowledge sa'yo, yung role ng husband mo or ng wife mo. Kaya maghihintayan kayo. Through understanding, it is established. Understand each of those things that you learn about. Analyze how to do it, how to apply it. Kung hindi mo pa rin naiintindihan, magpatulong ka na. Okay? Ask the Holy Ghost about it. By wisdom, a house is built. Yun na yun. Develop na yung wisdom sa'yo, deep within you, during your application. Alam mo, ang gagawin at sasabihin mo sa asawa mo, ay hindi ko to sasabihin kasi masasaktan yung asawa. Ay hindi ko to gagawin because magagalit yung husband ko. Okay? Kaya nga, pag sinabi nilang two to tango, talagang ang relationship, hindi lang kasalanan ng isa. Laging dalawa ang kailangan dyan magpaliwanag. Both the husband and the wife. Ano nangyari? Bakit nag-fail ang marriage? Hindi po pwedeng tama ako, mali siya. Baka ikaw lang nagsasabing tama ka. Okay? Because you become one the moment you got married. Isa na ang tingin sa inyo ng author, ng manufacturer ng marriage. Isa lang kayo. Even your parents, isa na lang kayo. Even all the members in the family, isa na lang kayo. Kaya if you have this knowledge, walang kukuha niyan sa iyo. Even in your brain, in your own brain, in your wife's brain, walang magtatanggal niya, walang kukuha niya. And those knowledge that you acquired will become your guide. The right knowledge, no? It should be the right knowledge. That's true. As they journey through life. As you journey through life together as husband and wife. So, pag sinasabi nila na life is like a journey, eh totoo naman. Because marriage life is like a journey too. Kayong dalawa, biyahe ng buhay yan. Hindi nyo alam what lies ahead. Hindi natin alam kung hanggang kailan ang ating buhay, kung hanggang kailan tayo malakas. Pero, we will do our best. Diba? That's how we feel. Gusto nating magkaroon ng masayang family, gusto natin ng masayang buhay. Sino ba ang hindi gusto ang masayang buhay? Everybody wants a good life. Yun yung naka-implant sa atin. Yun yung nakatanim sa ating genes. Kaya nga pagka nahihirapan tayo, di ba? We have this tendency to complain. Pag naiinis tayo sa isang sitwasyon, we have this tendency to complain. Why? Because our heart's desire is to be relaxed in every situation, to be peaceful in every situation, lalong-lalo na sa loob ng tahanan natin. And that journey should have a compass. Para relax ang biyahe, meron tayong planong ginagawa, saan ba tayo dadaan, saan ba tayo pupunta. There must be a plan. Kaya yan yung sinasabi natin kanina, the husband being the ruler, sa kanya tinalaga ng Diyos na magkaroon siya ng vision sa buhay. Kaya when you travel together as a family, mangangapa ang asawa at mga anak kung walang destinasyon. Saan ba tayo pupunta, daddy? And so fix your destination. Hindi masamang mangarap na maging next Henry Sica. Hindi masamang mangarap na maging John Gokongwei ka balang araw. Kung involved ka sa construction, hindi masamang mangarap na maging DM Consunji ka balang araw. Yung mga nangunguna sa industry. Hindi masamang magkaroon ng vision. In fact, that's the commandment of God for you to have a vision to your life as a ruler, as a husband. So kapag may GPS, may compass sa biyahe, madaling mapuntahan ang lugar. Madaling may enjoy nyo yung biyahe. Diba? Any untoward incidents sa paligid ninyo, hindi nyo papansinin kasi nakafocus kayo kung saan nyo gustong pumunta. So, if the husband may direksyon ng buhay, may drive, may determination, alam ng wife kung saan siya puposisyon para makatulong na marating yung destination na nais ng husband. So dahil hindi naman visible ang GPS or compass sa ating married life, Hindi siya instrumento na hawakan o na nadadala natin. It's a knowledge na nadadala natin. So, in every journey, of course, there's a strong need for GPS. Just like the planes or the ships, hindi pinaalis yung mga yan kung walang destination. Bakit? Kung walang pupuntahan ang isang tao, walang destination, pwede siyang makasakit, makadisgrasya along the way. Yung mga inosenteng hindi involved ay ma-i-involve. Yung may sariling direksyon sa buhay ay pwedeng masagasaan. Okay? Kaya they don't allow the plane or the ship to travel without any given destination. Same with our lives. Pag hindi mo present yung plano mo sa buhay, hindi mo binigay sa Diyos yung plano mo sa buhay, dahil sa paniniwala mong magaling ka, matalino ka, then, sige, titina ka ng Diyos, panoorin ka lang. Tinan ko galing mo. And along the way, of course, what will be the effect? You will damage other people, makadisgrasya ka ng iba, because nagta-trial and error ka. So, GPS or compass for husband and wife, binigay ng Diyos yan sa kanyang manufacturer's manual, which for man to find out. Hindi kailangan mag-explain ng Diyos. He is a king. Remember, He is a king. Again, I repeat, the Bible is about a kingdom. Na hindi tayo entitled sa ating opinion. Na hindi tayo entitled to negotiate. Na, Lord, paano ko mamahalin ang wife ko? Hindi naman niya ako nire-respeto. You cannot negotiate on that. Lord, paano ko nire-respeto ang husband ko kung hindi naman niya ako minamahal? You cannot negotiate on that. Because the punishments are built in. Kahit hindi ka dalhin sa korte, you don't want to follow God, then the punishments are built in. Ano mangyayari sa'yo? Huwag mo irespeto husband mo, mawawala ng gana sa'yo yan, hindi ka nakakausapin. He is already malfunctioning. Hindi mo mamahalin yung wife mo because you are giving conditions. Mawawala ng gana ang wife mo. Hindi ka na rin papansinin yan. At pwede kang masingitan ng isang taong marunong magmahal ng babae. Masisingitan ka talaga. That's the built-in punishment if you don't comply willingly with God's commandments. I'm always quoting husbands, love your wives and do not be harsh to them. Very common yan. Laging nakikita natin yan sa mga billboards, sa radyo, sa TV program, naririnig natin. That's very common. Nababasa lang natin. Pero sinusunod ba? As we see the statistics, mukhang hindi. Evident yan kung sinusunod ng bawat Pilipino ang utos ng Diyos o hindi. So whenever we suffer, there must something to have been violated. There was something violated. Kung gumugulo ang buhay natin, there was something violated. Kung lagi kayo nag-aaway mag-asawa, there was something violated. And that's the built-in punishment. So the knowledge of God's true design of the family is this. The role of the wives in the second column, helper, Genesis chapter 2 verse 18. The husbands as leader, as emphasized by at Ephesians 5:23. The responsibility naman nilang dalawa, submit and respect. Husbands, love and honor. As stated in Colossians 3:18 and 19. Ephesians and 1 Peter Results, anong nagiging resulta? If you perform all these responsibilities, distinct responsibilities, you become effective witness to Christ, and the husband, you will have effective prayer life if you are consulting God. May kondisyon eh. Hindi pwedeng ikaw lang eh. And you will demonstrate the reality of the gospel to a watching world. Mapapakita natin sa mundo na totoo ang sinasabi ng Biblia. Totoo ang sinasabi ng Diyos sa kanyang utos. Kaya kung masasayang pamilya ang hinahanap natin, baka makita natin yan, kung hindi natin makita sa Pilipinas, baka makita natin yan sa ibang bansa. Those countries na sinasabi nilang pinakamasaya, baka nandun yung masasayang pamilya nga eh, na mag-asawa na talagang ginagawa yung roles unconditionally. Baka kaya sila masayang bansa dahil hindi nila binibigyan ng kondisyon ang sinasabi ng utos ng Diyos o ng sinasabi ng Diyos. Baka hindi matigas ulo nila. No? That's why they became a crime-free country. Diba? The more na pag mataas ang crime rate ng isang bansa, it's the result of disorder. Walang sumusunod sa batas. As simple as that. Pag gumulo ang buhay mo mag-asawa, buhay niyo mag-asawa, hindi ka sumusunod sa batas. Napakalinaw naman din na tinakda ng family code. And I'm sure Judge Jaime will agree with me and also the attorney ba natin na nandun na tinakda ng batas ng family code to respect, to love, honor each other. Kaya lang ang problema, kapag hindi mo sinunod yun, hindi ka naman pwedeng arestuhin. Di ba, Judge? Ayaw mo na mahalin yung wife mo, hindi ka naman aarestuhin. Hindi ka may kukulong pag ayaw mo na irespeto yung husband mo. Hindi ka naman dadaputin ng pulis. So, that's where the problem starts. Anong gagawin na lang ng husband and wife? Tatahimik na lang. Magsasarili. Until makita nila yung another happiness. Yung sinasabi nila, another happiness. And that's not another happiness. Deep inside, they are thinking of the bad memories created by violating the laws of God in marriage. So, ito yung science findings validating the design of the male and the female. Ito yung mga experts na nagbigay ng articles that are all aligned sa design ng marriage na nakita ko. So unahin natin tong things needed by the wife on a daily basis. 5 things your wife needs most. This is on a daily basis. Kaya merong part of your homeworks, yung ano ang top 1 need ng asawa mo? And how will you provide that need ng asawa mo? So marami naman ang tumama. And I'm sharing this with you to help you realize that do not just try doing it. Alisin natin yung try. Let's do it. Okay? Let's do this. Kaya this will be read by the soon-to-be husbands and even the husbands na ngayon. Isa-isayin natin para mas maganda ang ating usapan. The 5 things our wives needs most according to science, according to studies. Pwedeng pakibasa. So isayin natin uli. Jericho, followed by Coach, followed by Jason. 5 lang naman to, so isa-isahin natin.
So
Jason,
sleep.
please. Yeah.
Okay, so sleep. Well, the average person needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night to function at peak performance. Women are naturally drawn towards needing more sleep than men. Many days, my wife will go to sleep before me and also wake up after me the next morning. And guess what? It's okay. Our wives need the extra rest, and we should be pleased for them to get it when possible.
Thank you, Jericho. Iba yung strength na binigay sa ating mga lalaki kaysa doon sa strength na binigay ng Diyos sa mga babae. Kaya nga pag may nakita tayong babae na nagsasaka, pag may nakita tayong babae na nag-grab driver, di ba we feel something, parang there's something wrong. Di ba? Kasi iba yung strength na binigay talaga sa lalaki. Siyempre, cultivator, tiller. Oh, you need strength to do that.
Villagers.
Hindi naman cultivator ng mga babae. Kaya we have this feeling na parang, bakit ikaw yung gumagawa niyan? Di ba husband mo dapat yan? Di ba? We have that questioning. Because naka-ingrain yan sa ating genes na hindi design talaga ang babae to be a provider. Okay? And because of that, the more pag nagtrabaho ang babae, madaling mapagod yan. And I've proven that also with my wife. Madalas ako na unang magising, siya extended. Nung hindi ko pa na alam to, nung hindi ko pa naintindihan to, nagagalit ako pag tanghali na siya gumigising. Dahil lagi kami nag-aaway, bumili kami ng book, no? Mag-asawa, hindi biro. Iba pala kapag may knowledge ka. Kailangan ng wife ko to. Nawalan ako ng karapatang magalit nung malaman ko. Iba ang binibigay kapag may knowledge ka about that. So, nabawasan na yung away namin. Hindi na ako nagagalit. Kapag extended ang tulog niya, kailangan pala nila yun. Okay? Yeah, even the author of this site, allprodad.com, ay naranasan din niya. Kaya he was sharing all this information. Next. Jericho? Sino next? Si Coach? Coach.
Number 2, words of affirmation. Your wife needs to be told that she is loved, that she is beautiful to you, and that she is valued. While as men, we enjoy our wife reaffirming us in our roles. We need to make sure that we are constantly feeding affirmation into her heart and life as well. She thrives upon being affirmed by you. This could be of daily compliments, praise in front of the kids, or handwritten notes of love and affirmation. Your wife needs to be told that she is loved, that she is beautiful to you, and that she is valued.
Words of affirmation. Hinahanap ito palagi ng mga babae. Yung marinig sa husband nila na sila ay laging maganda, sila ay napakahalaga. They are longing for that. And science have proven na kailangan mong sabihin yan araw-araw. Kasi kapag hindi mo nasasabi yan, kahit anong pag-aayos ng asawa mo, tapos hindi mo man lang binabate, na maganda. Anong isipin ng babae? They will naturally think na baka may iba ka ng sinasabihan na maganda. Kaya that's dangerous if you tell that to other women. Dangerous yan. Bakit? Yung sinasabihan mong babae na yan, baka, other than your wife, baka hindi rin sinasabihan ng husband niya yun. That's dangerous. Mapapalapit sa iyan. Okay? So never compliment other woman than your wife. Sa wife lang natin sasabihin niya. Okay? She thrives upon being affirmed by you. This could be by way of daily compliments, praise in front of the kids. Hindi mo pwedeng siraan ang asawa mo sa mga anak mo. Wala ka dapat sasabihin negatibo sa asawa mo in front of your kids. In fact, dapat makita nila, maramdaman nila na sobrang mahal mo ang kanilang mother. Pag nagkaroon ng away sa pamilya, alam mo, sinakampihan ng mga anak, nanay. Kung mapapansin niyo. Diba? Kaya pag ang husband, nananakit ng wife, sobra ang galit ng mga anak sa kanilang tatay. Because they also expect their father to be their mom's protector. Okay? Kaya pag narinig nilang sinisiraan mo ang wife mo sa kanila, you are in danger. Okay? Your wife needs to be told that she is loved, that she is beautiful to you, and that she is valued. Don't forget that. You will do that on a daily basis. Next. Who's next?
Quality time. More than anything else, your wife wants from you. She wants more of you. And specifically, more of your time. She wants you to talk to her, to spend time with her, and connect with her on an emotional and spiritual level as her husband. The only way that this can happen is through intentional spending and sharing regular moments of time, prayer, and dreams together.
Okay. Alam niyo ba ang mga babae pag nag-asawa na, pag nag-desisyon na yan mag-asawa, straight na yung mind yan eh. Focus na sila to family matters. At ang gustong-gusto laging kausap ng mga wives ay ang mga husband. Eh kaso, sa sobrang dedicated ni husband to provide for everything, mag-overtime, mag-double job, kasi kailangan i-provide lahat eh. Nararamdaman ng lalaki yun. Wala nang time for the wife. Eh yun ang hinahanap ng wife sa atin, quality time. So how to have that? Kasi magma-malfunction siya later on eh. Ano ba, nagluto ako ng masarap para sa iyo. Tapos later on, malalaman ko na lang, nag-overtime ka pala. Ano ba, naghanda kami ng mga kids eh. Nagsabi ka, alis tayo eh. Kaya marami ding lalaki ang hindi naiintindihan kapag yung wife eh nagre-reklamo na. Teka muna, lahat naman binibigay ko sa inyo. Kulang pa ba yun? Oo, kulang. Anong kulang? Yung oras mo. Okay? More than anything else, your wife wants from you. She wants more of you, of your time. Kaya nga pag wala kang time, kausapin yung wife mo, pag yan ay kinausap ng stranger, tapos opposite sex, you are in danger. Yung mga gusto niya ikwento, yung bis na ikwento sa'yo, doon sa stranger ikukwento. Okay? She wants you to talk to her, spend time with her, and connect with her on an emotional, spiritual level as her husband. So, paano ito magagawa? Paano ito mangyayari? Intentional spending. When we say intentional, sasadyain mo talaga. Ilalagay mo sa planner mo yan. 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. dinner time with my wife. Hindi pwedeng mag-overtime. Boss, naasahan ako ng wife ko eh. May dinner kami. Eh, maintindihan dapat ng boss mo yun. Dahil ang boss pwedeng palitan. Ang family, mahirap palitan. Okay? Ang trabaho, pwedeng palitan. So, do not choose your job over your family. Okay? Number 4. Sino na next?
Detailed communication. As men, we're satisfied with coming home, giving our wife a kiss and hearing the words, "How was your day? Good. And we're good to go." But more than your wife needs your lips, at the end of the day, she needs your ears. She has plenty of things to say if you actually ask questions and make yourself available to just listen. She also wants to know more details, not less, about you and your day as well. A good husband must learn to be both a good communicator and a good listener.
Yan. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Detailed communication. Alam niyo ba yung mga wives natin kapag nagsabi tayo ng ng istorya, what happened to us sa nangyari, they want more details about it. Pag sinabi mong, halimbawa, Angelo, pag sinabi mong, niyaya ako nung isang customer namin na mag-dinner, nilibre ka, Angelo. Hindi ka na nakapagsabi sa wife mo because biglaan yung invitation. Here's your wife waiting for you sa house. Siyempre, biglaan nga. Hindi ka na pagpaalam. Your customer treated you to a dinner. Then, na umuwi ka na, sinabi mo sa wife mo, oh, kumain na kami. Kumain na ako eh. Nilibre ako ng client. Biglaan eh. Sorry, hindi ako nakapagpaalam sa'yo. Nayatid ko na siya. Okay na. Tulog na tayo. Angelo, are you there?
Yes.
Yes. Sino yung fiancé mo?
Si Leona Marie.
Leona. Let's say sinabi ni Angelo sa'yo yun. Umuwi na siya. Okay na. Tulog na tayo. Are you satisfied with that, Leona?
No.
Bakit?
Kasi hindi siya nagsabi.
Ano ang gusto mo pang malaman?
Bakit hindi siya nakapagsabi and
Oo.
kung ano yung reason. Yun lang naman.
Oo, di ba gusto mo rin malaman kung ano yung kinain nila? Di ba?
Yeah.
Gusto mo rin malaman kung ano yung pinag-usapan nila? Di ba? Kaya pag ang husband, bitin yung report, bitin yung communication, ang babae, ang asawang babae, magtutunog investigador. Kaya i-volunteer mo na lang, husband, yung information because they need that detail para hindi ka mairita na parang wala kang tiwala sa akin. I-detalye mo na voluntarily para hindi siya magtunog investigador. Okay, husbands? Kailangan nila ng honesty daw. Yan yung issue ng wife na nakausap ko kahapon na pinatago ko sa bahay nila. Honesty. Okay? Why? Because walang detailed communication na binibigay si husband. Issue yan sa mga babae. Okay? And also, she has plenty of things to say if you'll actually ask questions and make yourself available to just listen. Ang daming gustong sabihin yan. Kaya nga by nature, ang babae is also madaldal. Kaya babae lang ang suspect kapag chismis ang pinag-uusapan eh. At alam ng Diyos yan, how she designed the female. Nung mabuhay si Jesus on the third day, kanino niya inutos na ipagsabi, ipagkalat na siya ay buhay na to a woman. Kaya ang bilis kumalat nung information that he is already risen on the third day. Kaya husbands, dapat kayo lang yung tengang tumatanggap ng mga sinasabi ng ating wives. Huwag niyo hayaan na stranger yung tumanggap ng mga naiipong information sa asawa nating babae dahil sa sobrang busy natin. Okay? Kaya a good husband must learn to be both a good communicator and at the same time, a good listener. Okay? Number 5. Next. Who's next? Angelo, ikaw na yata.
Non-intimate physical affection. Every day your wife needs you to hug her and give her a kiss, and to tell her that you love her. She needs non-sexual expression of your physical affection. This might include brushing up against her as you walk by in the kitchen, wrapping your arm around her on the couch, or simply holding her hand while walking together through the store. All of these things non-verbally communicate your love. They communicate to her that she is yours and you're thankful for it.
Yan. Thank you, Angelo. Non-intimate physical affection. Araw-araw. Needs. Tandaan nyo, iba yung needs sa want, ha? Pag sinabing needs, wala kang choice kundi gawin. Parang sasakyan na kahit ayaw mong magkotse, gusto mo mag-commute lang, pero sobrang traffic. Kailangan mong gamitin yung kotse. At kailangan ng kotse ng gasolina para tumakbo. The same thing with human beings. Kung ano yung need ng katawan, ayaw mo man sa gusto, kailangan mo maging malambing sa asawa nating babae. Because that's how they were designed. They are emotional nga. The moment na umiiyak na yan, dapat hinahugs mo na yan eh. Diba? Yung couple na kausap ko kahapon, talagang umiiyak na yung wife. Sobrang depression. 5 months kapapanganak lang. Ito si husband eh, ginagawa ng kalokohan. Gusto ng babae, hinahug sila. And to give her a kiss, to tell her that you love her. Para silang baby daw. Kaya nga, sa tagyang kinuha ang babae. Baby natin yan eh. That's why magugulat ka, whenever we see a lady, nung binata pa kayo, nung bago pa kayo magdesisyon magpakasal, ang treatment natin sa mga babae, babe. Hi, babe. Hi, baby. Diba? It's built into our genes to feel that way. Because they are our baby. Kinuha sa katawan natin. Lumabas sa katawan natin. Ang babae. So we must understand this knowledge. Maraming husband ang pag ginawa yung asawa sa umaga, tapos makikipag-sex, akala niya okay na. Nabigay na niya yung sex. Hindi. Hindi pa okay yung kinesis. May kasalanan ka pa rin. Okay? The same thing happened to a ship captain na tumawag sa akin last year. Nung mag-lockdown ng March, tumawag sa akin, husband, papatulong. Bakit po? Lumayas yung wife, dala yung kids, umuwi sa magulang. March lockdown yun. Ha? Nakakabiyahe ako during lockdown. So, pumunta ako sa bahay nila. Ang laki ng bahay. Kapitan ng barko ba naman? Kasya yung 5 sasakyan. Tapos yung sala, 2. Sabi ko, alam nyo, lahat na ito mawawala sa inyo if you continue to be like that. Anong problema? Si husband, minumura lagi yung wife. Sinisigawan palagi. Siyempre, nag-walk out na si wife. Hindi niya kinaya. Si kapitan, gusto niya palagi, pag umuwi siya ng bahay, dahil 3 months sa barko, stressful daw ang barko, stressful magpatakbo ng barko, stressful mag-handle ng mga tao. Of course, totoo naman yun. Gusto niya, pag uwi daw ng bahay, parang heaven, tahimik. Natahimik yung mga bata, walang kalat, walang gulo. Yun ang gusto niya. Kaya nagwawala siya sa bahay. So, paggabi, tatabi na raw si husband, may harang na bata sa gitna. So when I asked the wife, hinaharangan mo daw yung anak niyo sa gitna, nireklamo ni husband, hindi na raw siya makapag-sex sa'yo. Paano naman po, sir? Minumura niya ako sa umaga, tapos sa gabi gusto niya sex kagad. May problema ka pala, husband. Humingi ka muna ng tawad sa ginawa mo. Then, you give affection. Pag binigay mo na yung affection na yan, you will get what you want later on. Diba? Kailangan mo nang bumawi. Hindi sex ang answer sa problema niya. Ang sex ay mas kailangan ng lalaki, hindi ng babae. Mamaya you will learn that. If you watch the video, mas need ng lalaki yan, hindi ng babae. So, 5 things, madaling tandaan, ha? Balikan natin isa-isa. Number 1, sleep. Kailangan maintindihan natin ang ating wife when they slept longer than us. Words of affirmation. They need to know every day. Sila ay maganda, sila ay maayos. And that's our role as husband. Provide natin yung budget para lagi sila maganda. Quality time. Bigay natin lagi sa kanila yan. Para hindi tayo masingitan ng stranger to talk to our wives. Detailed communication. Let us volunteer. Bago pa mangyari, ipaalam na natin sa ating wife. Then tell the details later on. Okay? Para hindi tayo mairita when they sound investigative or investigator. Non-intimate physical affection. I explained this a lot, so please remember that. Dito sa book na to, yung mag-asawa di biro, yung hawak ko. Yan ang malaking tinulong niya. And they presented here na may studies na ginawa na kinagagalit ng mga babae ang ganitong situation. Walang I love you after a few years of marriage. Anong isipin nila? Baka may iba ka nang sinasabihan. Okay? Sinasabi mo lang yan before the marriage. Nung nagsasama na, wala na. Issue yan sa mga babae. Ano pa yung natagpuan nila sa survey, sa studies? Saying harsh words to your wife. Talagang, because they are emotional, marami ang lumabas sa studies na yun yung top 2 na kinagagalit nila sa mga husbands. Mga masasakit na salita. Even yung pagluluto. Unang-unang luto, nag-comment si husband, ang alat naman ito. Kung gano'n yung sinabi sa'yo ng husband mo, Irish, anong reaction mo?
Kapag ayaw ko magluto.
Ha? Alat naman ito. Pa, Irish, matutuwa ka ba dun?
Ay, ma-offend po ako at first.
Oo, magluluto ka pa ba?
Maaalangan po. Next time. Sabihan ko siya na lang magluluto.
Oo, hindi ka na uulit. Kasi the very first impression na binigay sa'yo ay negative. Saying harsh words to your wife. There is always a better way to say things. Meron akong engineer na nakausap dito sa office, counseling din. Ang bilis nung kanyang how will you say this to your wife? Maalat talaga, hindi mo matanggi. Sobrang alat. Ang sagot niya, nag-sale ba yung asin ngayon? Sale ba yung asin? Diba? Ang galing, There's always a better way to say negative things to our wife. Daanin natin sa lambing, daanin natin sa joke, at may konting yakap. I-appreciate yung effort. Hindi mo alam, baka katakot-takot na discount pa hiningin yun para lang sa kamatis, para lang sa bawang, di ba? Para makatipid. Mas maraming effort yung ginawa niya na hindi mo nakita. Ang mas nakita mo yung alat. Okay? So be careful, husbands. Forgetful. Ito, nangyayari talaga to sa mga lalaki na maging malilimutin kahit na logically designed tayo. Puno na Napupuno na ng data yung ating utak at yung mga anniversary celebrations, secondary na lang sa ating mind. Dahil ang tendency ng husband is to work harder to provide for the family. Nakakalimutan na yung special dates and occasion. Kinagagalit ng mga babae. Lalo na yung birthday, nakalimutan mo, husband. Nakpaaway yan. Sobrang away yan, lalo na kung anniversary nyo. At napatunayan ko na yan. So I had to write it down on my calendar. Nakasulat na, nakasave pa sa cellphone. May reminder. Okay? So, yung dating hindi mo ginagawa, kailangan mong gawin. Para hindi kayo mag-away. Okay? Para hindi ka may stress. So, spending too much time on TV, gadgets, friends, social life, nako, gawain to nung ikaw'y binata pa. Pag nag-asawa ka na, wala na yan. Wala nang games. friends, niyaya ka ng friends mo mag-basketball, it has to be approved by your wife. At papayag lang yung wife mo kapag wala naman kayong other special matters na mas dapat unahin. Okay? Pero pag merong dapat unahin, tapos sasabayan mo pa ng paalam for basketball with friends, issue yan. Away na naman yan. Okay? So iba ang priority pag binata, iba ang priority kapag may asawa. Sino na ang priority mo? Your wife. Your family. The whole family. Okay? Singit ko lang. May tumawag uli sa akin, stewardess. So pag stewardess, talagang maganda yan. Yung husband, talagang good provider, kompleto daw, lahat nabibigay. Pero mahilig sa online games. Kaya na magkasakit to si wife, si stewardess, hindi siya inaasikaso ng husband. Ini-expect ng wife na asikasuhin siya. Pero naglalaro daw. Okay? So, nung makausap ko yung husband, ako, ang ganda ng wife mo. Pag hindi ka marunong mag-alaga niyan, somebody will take care of your wife. Gusto mo ba yun? Ang hirap manligaw ng magagandang babae, ha? Hindi madali. Di ba, Angelo? Tama ba? Di ba, ang hirap manligaw ng magagandang babae?
Opo.
Oo, hindi ganun kadali yan. Kaya pag nag-neglect ka ng duty mo as a husband, diba, pag nakakita yan na marunong mag-alaga, talagang may mag-aalaga sa asawa mo. Okay? Don't let that happen. Ikaw yung mag-aalaga sa asawa mo. Don't just be a provider. Hindi nga lang pagkain daw nabubuhay ang tao. Okay? Number 5, kinagagalit ng mga wives, Jai, when expressing your feelings to your wife in public place. Pag maramdaman nila yun bakit hindi mo ko maakbayan kung talakad tayo? Bakit? May sales lady ka ba dyan? Okay? Kinagagalit nila yan pag hindi mo masabing I love you in public. Bakit? May kasama ka ba dyan? Di ba? Talagang i-imbestigahan na yung phone mo. Pag uwi mo, yari ka. Not showing genuine concern to your wife at all times. Nahayaan mo maglakad yung wife mo sa likod mo. Hindi mo alam na nalaglag na sa imburnal. Nahayaan mo maglakad mag-isa pababa ng hagdanan. Pag na-disgrasya yan, sino bang sasagot niyan? O di ba ikaw, alam namang ibalik mo sa tatay niya yan. Di ba pinakasalan mo na yung anak namin? Naagutan mo na yan. Responsibilidad mo na yan. So, ang dami ko nakikita mag-asawa naglalakad. Talagang nasa likod na lang si wife. Okay? Hindi ganun. You will walk alongside together. Makikita nyo kung nasa bingit ng disgrasya yung katabi mo, yung asawa mo. Kung side to side kayong naglalakad. Hindi nasa likod. Okay? So, ito yung mga lumabas sa survey na mga kinagagalit ng mga babae. In one word, your wife's greatest need is, gusto mong walaan? Walaan natin, ano yung top 1 na need ng mga babae? Over everything, hindi sinabi ng manufacturer na ang need ng wife mo ay trust or loyalty or fidelity. Hindi yan ang sinabi ng manufacturer. Ano kaya? Gusto nyo walaan? Jericho, you want to guess?
Affection.
Affection follows when you love your wife. Siyempre, love is a verb, hindi siya noun. You have to do something if you are showing your love to your wife. Diba? Love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Yan ang specific need ng babae. On top of everything. Siyempre, if you love your wife, makikipag-usap ka pa ba sa iba? If you love your wife, Sasabihan mo ba maganda yung ibang babae? Hindi na dapat. Okay? If you love your wife, mas magbibigay ka ba ng mahabang oras sa trabaho mo? Kung love mo ang wife mo. Diba? Kung love mo ang wife mo, hahayaan mo ba na matukso siya? Hahayaan mo ba na makapag-usap yan sa iba? You should never allow that to happen. Kaya nga, yun ang specific instructions na sinabi ng Diyos sa mga husbands. Love your wives and do not be harsh to them. Yung do not be harsh na sa ibang verse. Okay? Loving your wife also means being there for her in sickness and in health, 24/7. Loving your wife also means, kailangan ko i-detalye ito, no, para mas maintindihan natin, that she is your priority. Issue sa mga babae yan, if you spend more time with your friends than her. Issue sa mga babae yan kapag wala kang mabigay na direksyon sa buhay. Wala kang desisyon na firm. Hindi ka makapag-desisyon sa buhay. Hirap na hirap ka. Issue yan sa mga babae. So, the design o yung purpose hindi nangyayari, it becomes an abuse. Abnormal use. That's why merong abuse. Abnormal ang use. Hindi nagagamit according to purpose. So husbands are cultivators of their wives. Pagpapaganda ng wives, pinupuhunanan natin husbands as cultivators. Kaya nga they have their feeling na ang pera nila kanila lang. At ang pera natin kanila din. Diba, husbands? Because it's embedded in their genes to expect the man to provide them for everything they need. Even yung pagiging cultivator natin. Nakatanim din sa kanila yan. They feel that. Whether they like it or not. Napo-frustrate sila. Kapag sila yung bumibili ng mga make-up nila. Napo-frustrate sila. Kung sila yung nagbabayad ng pagpapa-spa nila. Okay? Subukan mo. Hindi mo bigyan ng budget yan. So, mga pangatlo, pang-apat na bayad niyan sa mga pinupuntahan niyang parlor, sasabog yan. Okay? Magre-reklamo sa iyan. So as cultivator, you pay for your wife's beautification program. The benefits ng pagiging maganda ng asawa mo will always bounce back to you. The principle of sow and reap also applies. So, nung tinanim mo, siya nga anihin mo. Pabayaan mo yung wife mo, maging losyang, yun ang aanihin mo. Okay? Alagaan yan ng iba. Marunong mag-alaga. Okay? So, spas and malls are created for queens. Yung mga spa, yung mga mall, para sa babae daw yan. Yung mga hardware, Home Depot, are for the kings. Kaya ito yung binasa natin kanina, how they were designed, which were validated by the Holy Scriptures, na puzzle na kailangan natin pagdugtong-dugtongin, pagtagpi-tagpiin, para mas maintindihan natin yung design ng man, yung design ng woman. So, ruler means one that governs. Sabi ng Diyos kay Eve sa babae, remember, whenever God talks to Eve, that is talking to the wives, to the entire female race. Okay? So, ruler is one that governs, whether emperor, king, pope, or governor. Anyone that exercises supreme power over others. Now, this is the definition of man. Okay? And kapag ito ay masyadong kinarir, no, sa Tagalog, pag kinarir ito ng lalaki, nagiging abuse later on. So, para hindi mangyari yan, the condition of God to love your wives and do not be harsh to them, kailangan ginagampanan yun at the same time. Okay? Hindi porke ruler ka sa bahay, hindi porke father ka or husband ka, ikaw na lahat yung magdo-dominate sa lahat ng bagay sa bahay. You still have the obligation to your wife. Okay? Now, yung helper meaning, ito na, helper means ezer in Hebrew. Eve was someone who would give vital strength to Adam. Eve was designed to be a corresponding and equal partner for Adam. Remember, equal partner. Presumably, it was to alleviate the man's aloneness. No, that's the role of the wife. Pag nangihina ang husband, of course, tao lang ang husband, kukuha ng strength sa wife. And the wife should always be ready to get the strength that her husband needs. Hindi yung, ikaw naman kasi, sinabi ko na sa iyo balis ka na dyan sa trabaho mo naser mo lang ng boss, lulugo-lugo umuwi, sinisipan ng wife. Hindi po yan ang role ninyo, wife, to direct man's life. Lalo na kung sinisi mo. Tagal ko na sinasabi sa iyo, lumipat ka na ng trabaho Hindi naman na-appreciate yung effort mo It's not your role, wife, to direct the man's life. Talagang magre-reklamo yan. Okay? So instead na sisihin mo, ibigay mo yung strength, yung comfort na kailangan niya. Doon mo mas maintindihan yung salitang helper. It is ezer. It is referring to God. Yeah. So i-research nyo pa, makikita niyan tunay na meaning ng helper. I will skip that. Husbands. So husbands, needs ng wife yung pinag-usapan natin kanina. Study level 2 of marriage and family. You have the obligation to read your job description as a husband. How to be a good husband and father. Okay? Don't fail on that. Huwag mong hulaan. Huwag mong i-assume na porke marami ka ng degree na natapos, alam mo na to be a good husband. No, it's not. Hindi nga yung pinag-uusapan sa business management course or any course. Hindi pinag-uusapan yan. It's something that you need to learn from the manual ng manufacturer mismo. Okay? So to the future wives, mga wives naman ang i-invite kong basahin ito. This is from pachios.com, who advocates the same advocacy that we have to build stronger marriages and happier families. 5 things your husband needs every day. So, isa natin, babasa natin ang ating mga future wives. Isa natin kay Marife, followed by Miss Iris, followed by Miss Leona Marie, followed by Serene, followed by Attorney Banatin. Yan. Tama-tama, 5 yata. Okay. Marife, please.
Number 1, the need to feel respected. A man's need for respect is every bit as strong as his need for sex. Even in those moments when he doesn't deserve your respect, still give it and you'll be affirming him and bringing out the best in him. Ironically, your husband usually needs your respect the most in those moments when he deserves it the least. Thank you.
Sabi ng science, sabi ng studies, kailangan daw ng husband natin ng respeto, lalong-lalo na sa oras na ayaw mo siyang irespeto. Galit ka, nasaktan ka, pero may kasalanan ka rin. Your husband needs respect. Okay? Kahit na galit ka, kahit na masama loob mo, sige, bigay mo yung respeto. Baka may kasalanan ka rin Okay? That's what the husband needs on a daily basis. Kaya nga, sabi ng Diyos, He will rule over you. Ano ba ang unang requirement ng pagiging ruler? Nirerespeto. Nakakabit yun sa titulo niya. Sa ayaw man natin at sa gusto. Okay? Nire-respeto. May mga titulo talaga na may nakakabit ng respect. Kahit na hindi natin sila gusto, our obligation is to respect the title. Respect the person holding the title. Okay po. Next. Next. Yeah. The need for reflection.
Ay, sorry po. Medyo delay yata sa akin. Wala pa akong makitang slide. Oh, yeah.
Sige. Yeah.
Most men have a hardwired need for daily silent reflection. They need to unplug and decompress. This isn't an excuse to lounge on a recliner all night drinking beer and watching Sports Center, but do your best to give your husband some time daily to have a few moments of uninterrupted time to reflect and decompress.
Mapapansin niyo sa mga lalaki, thank you Iris, mga lalaki na, lalo na sa pag nag-asawa na, yung mga husbands, naghahanap sila ng me time. Yung bang gustong mag-isa, mag-solo. Kasi nga, logical eh. Designed to be logical. Isip ng isip, magpaplano yan. Mag-a-analyze yan. If it concerns his family, what's the next step that he should do? Present it to the wife. This is my plan. This is what I'm planning to do. Kailangan ikonsulta sa wife. Kasi pag hindi, dinesisyonan mo lang mag-isa, magre-react si wife. Teka muna, ba't ikaw lang nag-desisyon niya? Kasi nga, isa lang kayo eh. One. Pinag-isa na kayo ng Diyos eh. So, ang corporation, designed din yan after the family. The president or the husband is the president. The wife is the vice president. Then the board of directors, yung children. Kaya design ng korporasyon. Kaya ang presidente, hindi rin nagdi-decide on his own. He has to present it to the board for approval. Okay? Pag wala pang board, wala pang mga children, o di wife lang muna, vice president lang muna, so, para pagdating ng execution, si president yung mag-execute ng desisyon, alam ng wife. The president makes the announcement kung ano na pag-usapan sa board. Di ba? Bigyan ng konting time yung husband. Me time. But remember, hindi ito a few days. A few moments. Ha? Husbands, ha? Ibigyan diin ko lang. Hindi ito a few days. Hindi niyo pwede sabihin sa wife niyo, magboborakay lang muna ako mag-isa. Hindi papayag yan. Okay. Okay? A few moments of uninterrupted time to reflect and decompress. Number 3. Next. Naka-open ang audio.
The need for sex. The husband doesn't always have a stronger drive than the wife, but most men use sexual fulfillment and frequency as their number 1 or number 2 need in marriage. Daily intercourse may not be possible or practical, but make frequency a priority. For more on sexual intimacy in marriage,
Okay na, okay na. Oo, baka kung saan tayo mapadpad pag kinlik natin yan. Okay. The need for sex, this has to be emphasized by the author. Eh, totoo naman. This is aligned to the needs of the man. Bakit? Progenerator eh. Lagi nagpo-produce ng sperm. It has to be released. Saan dapat i-release yan? Sa loob ng bahay. Hindi sa labas ng bahay. Okay? At kailangan siguraduhin mo, misis, na meron siya pag-releasean. Okay? Ikaw, sa'yo din. Dapat inirelease yan, hindi sa ibang tao. Ha, wives? Now, if you watch the video about the 4 seasons of a woman, may seasons din sila eh. Di ba? Summer, autumn, winter, and spring. During menstruation, it is called winter. Tiis ka. O, para hindi mapunta yung focus mo doon, during winter period ng wife mo, be productive. Basa ka na muna ng libro. Husbands? Para yung attention mo, mabuhos mo na sa iba. After 5 days, summertime na or nabubuhay na uli yung kanyang desire. Diba? Kaya may season. For everything, there is a season. Tandaan yan, Proverbs. Lahat, everything, there is a season. Temporary lang yan. Laging sisikat ang araw, laging lulubog sa hapon. Okay? So, mag-control ng sarili kapag hindi pwede si Mrs. Kung pwede naman, tapos pagod lang, nilalambing muna yan, mga husbands. Okay? Lambing muna. Huwag yung banat kagad. Kailangan nila yung affection. Okay? Kaya daily intercourse may not be possible or practical, but make frequency a priority. Araw-araw yata nagpo-produce ng sperm ng lalaki. Kaya umaapaw din yan. So wives, be careful with that. Do not reject your husband kung pwede ka naman. Dahil ang husband, pag nire-reject, sa first, okay pa yan. Sa second, okay pa yan. Sa third, i-reject mo uli yan, he is no longer interested in you. Malinaw po. Ha? Huwag yung testing yan. Sigurado mangyayari yan. Number 4. Who's next to read?
The need to feel productive. Men can gain deep levels of satisfaction, energy, and self-respect from what they produce daily through their career and or service. Men want to know their work is making a positive difference. Affirm your husband's work inside and outside the home and look for ways to encourage and support his endeavors.
Yeah, the need to feel productive. Thank you, Cyril. Laging hinahangad ng bawat husband to be productive. Diba? Nadidepress. Ako din, nadidepress kapag meron akong hindi natapos, daming naiwan trabaho sa mesa. But we want to be productive all the time. We want to know that we are making a positive difference. Now, kung hindi pinupuri ng boss yung gawa ng husband mo, hindi pinapansin ng boss yung mga efforts ng husband mo, kanino niya kukunin niyang compliment? Sa wives, kinukuha yan. Sa wife niya, ina-expect makuha yan. So what is your role? Affirm your husband's work inside and outside the home and look for ways to encourage and support his endeavors. Alam ko, kaya mo yan. Naniniwala ko sa kakayahan mo. Ituloy mo lang yan. Kahit hindi ka pinapansin ni boss, ituloy mo lang yan. At baka merong ibigay na positive result sa yan balang araw. Yung mga ganong discussion, yung mga ganong language ang gusto marinig ng husband sa inyo, wives. Okay? Number 5. Si Attorney Banati neta.
The need to feel strong. Every little boy wants to grow up and be a superhero, and grown men still hold those same desires to be strong and heroic, regardless of how much or little we can bench press or the size of our love handles. We want to feel like powerful protectors of our family. A wife's word and actions have the power to make a husband feel like a hero, so build him up and help him become the best version of himself.
Yun, thank you, Attorney. Every little boy, lahat tayo, kahit na may edad na tayo, di ba? Gusto natin yung mga superhero movies. Gusto natin yung, kaya nga yung mga movies na yan, dinesign nila in such a way na magustuhan din ng mga adults. No, yung mga Avengers, yung mga Marvel na yan, they were all designed para makapture din yung adult audience because that is the desire of every male. Kaya pag nanghihina ang husband, pagod, a wife's words and actions have the power para ma-feel namin uli na maging hero. Okay, so build him up. Help him become the best version of himself. You can do that. Kaya nga kita pinakasalan eh. Alam kong kaya mo yan. Alam kong ikaw ang napili the best guy for the job. Okay? So yun yung support na kailangan ng wives talaga na binibigay lagi sa husband. Instead of blaming the husband, instead of telling the husband na mali yung ginawa niya, no. It's a serious business for the man na hindi sila sinesermonan ng asawa. Okay? Okay? So, 5 things lang yan, madaling tandaan. Number 1, the need to feel respected. The need for reflection. The need for sex. The need to feel productive. And the need to feel strong. Hindi sinabi ditong the want to be strong. Okay? The need to feel strong. Sa ayaw mo man sa gusto, you need to give this to your husband. Wives. Okay? According to this book then, studies, survey na ginawa nila, men get angry to the situations. Yung mga husbands, nagagalit sa mga ganitong situation. Maingay na wife. Kasi nga, madaldalang babae, they tend to be nagger later on, no? So, nagiging nag na pag paulit-ulit. Hindi na nyo naman pinakasalan siguro yung isang taong PWD or something na may defect sa pandinig. Huwag paulit-ulit. Okay. Isang beses lang. Okay? Talaga maiirita ang husband. Ulit-ulit na salita. Lalo na kung dati nang nangyari. Na na-solve na. Naulit pa uli. Okay? Binrought out pa uli yung issue. They hate that. The husbands hate that. No respect to husband's time at work, family member, or friends. Ito raw mga kinagagalit ng husband. Alam naman ng wife na nasa work si husband, pero chine-check lagi. Irespeto natin yung oras ng trabaho ng ating husband. Kung tutuusin nga, pag gusto mo siya makausap, text mo muna. Can I call you? Something very urgent. Diba? Kasi pag urgent din yung ginagawa niya sa office, of course, hindi ka makakausap. Pag-aari ng employer ang 8 oras niya. Ang pag-aari lang niya, break time. Snack time. And after 5 or 6. Yun ang pag-aari niyang oras. So, let's respect our husbands while at work. Big spender wife. Nako. Malaking issue to sa mga husband. Dishonoring husband in financial resources, mas lalong nagagalit yan pag pinamukha mo sa husband mo na hindi niya kayang bilhin yung gusto mong bilhin. May pera naman ako Sa akin naman to Kaya ba't ka nagagalit? Galit ang mga husband sa mga babaeng magastos. Okay? Anything na bibilin nyo, wives, kahit na sariling pera nyo yan, ipaalam nyo sa husband nyo. Nararamdaman nila. That way, nararamdaman nilang sila ay nire-respeto. Yun nga yung greatest need nila So, huwag mo ipamukha sa husband mo na mas malaki ang kita mo. Or, kaya mong bilhin yung hindi niya kayang bilhin. Mortal sin niya. Okay? Mortal sin niya. Mapapansin mo na lang. Mawawala ng gana sa'yo yung husband mo. Okay? Lack of trust to your husband. Ipakita mo naman na may tiwala ka sa husband mo. Nag-volunteer na nga pumunta. Kung saan pupunta, kung sinong kausap, nag-volunteer na. Iimbestigahan mo pa rin. Okay? Pagtiwalaan. Pag kulang, edi say it in a nice way. Pag na-late ng uwi, huwag niyo iti-text ng all caps. Maliliit na bagay yan na akala natin bilang tao, okay lang. Hindi. Pag nag-text ko sa asawa mo ng all caps, ano ibig sabihin no? Di ba? Lalo na sa husband mo gagawin yan. Hindi matutuwa si husband yan. A disorganized home is a sign of dishonoring your husband. Gusto mo umuwi ng maaga husband mo? Gusto mong hindi pumunta sa bar yung asawa mo after magtrabaho? Gusto mong hindi magliwali yung husband mo after ng busy day niya? Make your home an organized one. Na dapat maging excited siya sa pag-uwi. Na dapat bahay kagad yung uuwian niya. Okay? Kasi pag hindi ka excited sa pag-uwi ng husband mo, he will assume the next day na magulo pa rin ang bahay mo. Kaya mag-i-spend mo na ng oras yan sa office, mag-i-extend, baka pagod pa si misis, hindi pa nakakapaglinis. Okay? Time management. Make your home a place where husbands are very excited to come home. Honey or daddy, may niluto akong sinigang, favorite mo. Naku, lalong may excite mo yung husband ng mga ganyan. Honey, nakaligo na ako. Naku, lalong may excite si husband umuwi niya. No consent of the husband when going anywhere. Pag umalis ka ng bahay, wife, at di ka nagpaalam, nag-for your info ka na lang later on, daddy, baby, andito ako sa classmate ko. Okay, kumari ha, hindi ko na nasabi sa'yo kanina. Issue yan sa husband. Bakit? Ano yun? FYI na lang? Kinagagalit yan ng mga lalaki. Bakit? Na-disrespect eh. It has to be with his approval. Bakit? Eh baka yung pupuntahan mo, dangerous. Di ba? You need to have your husband's consent. Hindi ito pagdo-dominate sa'yo. Because responsibility ka niya. Yung responsibility ng parents niya, or responsibility ng parents mo sa'yo, wife, ay nalipat na sa husband mo. Okay? Kaya let him do that responsibility. Baka nga ihatid ka pa eh. Pag pinakita mo yung respeto sa kanya, kung saan ka pupunta eh. No, baka ihatid sundo ka pa. O sige, ihatid na kita. Wala man akong gagawin. Di ba? May benefits when following the laws of the manufacturer in relationship. Okay? So in one word, what is your husband's greatest need? One word lang. You want to guess, Serene?
Respect.
Wow, galing. Very good. That's the main word given by the manufacturer, needed by your husband. Yun ang naka-implant sa katawan niya eh. Yun yung design sa kanya, being a ruler. So, God's design of the family, respect for the husband as king, love for the wives as queen. It's there. Nakasulat naman eh. All we have to do is to apply. We have the knowledge, apply the knowledge. Para maging wise tayo. That is wisdom. Okay? Respect means, kailangan ko isa-isahin to eh, kasi nami-miss din minsan eh. Part ng respeto, huwag mong sigawan ang husband mo. Manliliit sa sarili niya. Hindi kikibo yan the moment na nasigawan mo. Or kung may violent nature yan, kung lagi mainitin ulo niya, talagang mag-react sa iya. Ba't mo ko sinisigawan? Never do that. That's part of respect. Wives. Lalaban at talaga magsasabong kayong dalawa dyan. Respect also means not to sound sarcastic to your husband. Naku, pag narinig, mahalata ng husband niya kung sarcastic ka. O ano ngayon, ha? O anong gusto mo ngayon palabasin? That's being sarcastic. Never do that to your husband. Lalong-lalo na pag in-ignore mo ang husband mo. Inaasikaso ka na nga eh. Tapos ini-ignore mo. Eh wala na, hindi niya gagawin yan the next time. So what's the key? Cooperation. You have to cooperate when your spouse is doing his responsibility to you. Okay? Huwag mong ine-neglect habang ginagawa ng partner mo yung duty niya sa'yo. Okay? Kaya nga pag nasira ang marriage ninyo, hindi lang isa ang dapat sisihin. Dalawa kayo. And it also means never insult your husband. Bakit? Subukan mong gawin niya. Na mas marami kang natutunan sa buhay, mas marami kang knowledge, nagmasteral ka, nagdoctorate ka, tapos si husband happy na sa kanyang college degree, tapos pinamukha mo sa husband mo na mas marunong ka sa kanya. Try to do that at mawawala ng interest sa iyo ang husband. Huwag mong ipamukha sa asawa mo, na sa husband mo na mas matalino ka sa kanya. Never do that. And it also means hindi ka magdadabog sa harapan ng husband mo. Okay? never do that. Huwag mong ibabagsakan ng pinto ang husband mo. Kahit anong galit mo. Again, sabi ng experts, give the respect sa oras na ayaw mo ibigay yung respeto. Talagang magkokontrol ka ng sarili mo. Kasi nga pareho kayong powerful. If you don't follow the manufacturer's advice, hindi nga advice yun eh. Commandment yun eh. If you don't follow the commandment of the manufacturer, talagang magsasabong kayong dalawa. You will lose everything, whatever you have. So wives, you are not designed to rule over your husband. No one knows the product well other than the one who made the product. Colossians chapter 3, verse 18 to 19. Wives, submit yourselves to your husband. Questionable to sa Christianity. Anong submit? Modern na tayo ngayon. Kailangan pantay na ang wife tsaka husband. Subukan nyo maglagay ng kondisyon na ganyan. Sige, pakinggan nyo yung sinasabi ng mundo. Pakinggan nyo yung sinasabi ng society. You will see kung anong effect sa inyong dalawa if you make that conditional. Remember, God's commandments, God's government is a kingdom government, not a democratic government. Democracy is invented or was invented by Greek people, Greek philosophers. Okay, to sum up, time check natin, 2:30. I'm sure napanood nyo na yung, ito pa, singit ko lang. Wives, never fight your husband or any man. Kasi, let's say, nakipag-away kayo sa lalaki, no? Wives, nakipag-away kayo. Tapos, hindi nyo alam, hindi nyo expected yung pagkatao nung inaway nyong lalaki, violente pala yun. So, pwede kang mura-murahin or pwede kang saktan. Ano ang gagawin ng husband mo? Alangan namang pabayaan ka na mura-murahin lang ng ibang tao. Di ba? Ipagtatanggol ka ng husband mo, natural. Huwag mong ilagay sa alanganin ang husband mo. So para hindi mangyari yan, huwag ka makipag-away sa lalaki. Wives? Ako palang nagturo niyan. Hindi ko pala kita sa ibang mga video na tinuro nila yung principle na to. Never fight any man. Kaya nga yung mga animals, they don't violate their nature. Pansinin niya, baka hindi nyo lang napapansin. Yung mga hens, hindi nakikipag-awayan sa mga panabong. Ang inaaway ng rooster, yung kapwa niya rooster. Because that's their nature. They do not violate that. The male dogs do not fight female dogs. They do not violate their nature. Hindi sila nakikipag-away sa babaeng aso because alam nila ang purpose ng babaeng aso. Pusa, hindi rin nakikipag-away sa female cats. Ang inaaway nila, kapwa nila lalaki. So the same thing that you should follow naturally. Huwag kang mangiinsulto o makikipag-away sa sino mang lalaki. Ha? Wives? Malinaw tayo doon? So, wives, study level 2 of marriage and family, how to be a good wife and mother. How women are designed by God. This was part of your homework. Sana napanood ninyo because that confirms also what we have been discussing. Pag sinabi ng society na dapat equal kayo, king and queen. So the woman sometimes had the tendency to maghari-harian sa bahay. Kaya nasusunod, bibiling kurtina, anong kulay. Pagka dinelegate sa ng husband mo yan, then do it. Pero pag hindi delegated, do not decide alone. Dahil magre-react at magre-react si husband talaga. Okay? Kaya pag naghari-harian ka sa bahay, wives, the king will establish another kingdom elsewhere. Not because he doesn't love you anymore, but simply because you dethrone him. Nawala na siya ng karapatan to be a ruler to your kingdom. Okay? So that's very dangerous. Again, family is under a kingdom concept. His laws are non-negotiable. How to handle sex issues? Napag-usapan natin ito kanina. And dito rin sa book na to, sex is part of God's plan for marriage. Sex is given under the context of marriage. Husband, express your love to your wife during sex. Nandun pa rin yung love. Iniingatan pa rin siya during sex. Hindi sex toy. Hindi ginagawang sex toy ang wife. Okay? The same with wives. Nandun pa rin yung respeto sa husband during sex. Huwag kang magte-text habang ginagawa niyo to. Ha, wives? Okay? Habang ginagawa niyo to, huwag mong kakausapin yung husband mo, nabayaran mo na ba yung Meralco? Okay? Wala nang gana yun. O, ititigil na niya yung ginagawa niya. Pambabastos yun. Okay? Wives? Love and respect is still being enforced even during sexual even your sexual encounter. Okay? So it's very important that husband and wives, especially wives, learn to speak up regarding their sexual needs. Wives, your husband has legitimate sexual needs, and if you do not meet them, someone else will. So that's dangerous. Kung hindi mo sasabihin sa asawa mo yung pangailangan mo. Gusto ko, sana mamaya pwede ka ba? Pag hindi naman pwede, sasabihin Magre-ready yan pag ready siya. Pag pwede siya. So, do not be shy to tell that to one another. Dahil the more na hindi mo yan sasabihin, the more na hindi mo yan babanggitin, nilalagay mo sa alanganin yung inyong pagsasama. Dahil pag the moment nilabas mo yan ng bahay at hindi mo sinabi sa asawa mo, you are in danger. Okay? So, nandiyan din sa video na yan, sa assignment ninyo, yung how to handle sex issues. Kung hindi nyo pa napanood, please watch it. And I want you to know that a good and responsible husband and father is never forsaken. Gampanan mo mabuti ang role mo bilang husband. Nakakambal na dyan ang pagtulong sa iyo ng Diyos to provide, to be a sustainer. Okay? Yun yung kakambal ng pagiging responsible husband. May nakakabit ng biyaya na ibibigay mo sa iyong asawa at mga anak. Kaya sabi ni King David, I was young and now I am old. Yet I have never seen the righteous forsaken or their children begging for bread. Pag sinabing righteous, siyempre align yung kanyang kilos, gawa sa design ng Diyos. Naka-align yung sinasabi mo, yung ginagawa mo sa design ng marriage. Hindi mo kailangan mag-pray for blessings. Kusayang darating. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in a future. That's why we feel something good desire for a good life all the time. Bakit? Yun ang tinignan ng Diyos sa atin. Not poverty, not hardships, not anything na makakasama sa atin. Kaya when you have everything in life, do not forget kung kanino galing yan. It is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth. Huwag mong angkinin na sarili mong galing yan, kaya mo na-acquire lahat ng richness ninyo sa family. Remember, pinanganak tayong hubot-hubad para maintindihan natin na wala tayong dala-dala, wala tayong pag-aari anything nung tayo ay lumabas sa mundo. Kaya tayo nilabas ng hubot-hubad. Wala tayong pag-aari anything. At pag namatay tayo, ganun din. Wala ka rin pwedeng bitbitin. Kaya never ignore God. Wala kang madadala. Kahit na anong yaman mo. Okay? Iiwan mo talaga lahat yan. Yun yung kailangan nating maintindihan. Kaya, what do these verses actually mean? It's not bad for us to get rich, but please just remember where they came from. Magpasalamat tayo. Dahil hindi lahat ng oras mahusay, maganda, maayos ang buhay natin sa mundo. It's not good all the time. Sino ba nag-expect ng pandemic? Walang naka-ready. Kahit sino, hindi handa. Kahit na napaka-powerful na bansa, hindi ready. Kahit sinong magaling na nakaupo dyan, walang makapagsabi. Walang makasolve. In a short period of time, walang nakasolve ng pandemic. Kaya never claim na magaling tayo. Yung nangyari sa victim na ito ng COVID, nagre-request siya ng hangin. I'm willing even to give up all of my properties, everything, para mabigyan mo ko ng hangin, para makahinga ako ng maayos, para magpapalam ako sa kids ko. Eh baka naman, kaya siya nagre-request ng ganyan, baka hindi niya nasasabi yung love niya sa araw-araw. Baka naman hindi niya napuprove, nagagawa yung pagmamahal sa kanyang mahal sa buhay. Okay? May mga bagay na hindi natin kayang kontrolin, like this, na magkaka-apekto sa ating family, acts of nature, unemployment, inflation, deflation, bad economy, business losses, mind of others, pandemic. Hindi natin sila makokontrol. Makaka-apekto yan sa family natin. Pero we have things that we can also control to strengthen our foundation. Ano yan? Our emotions, our attitude, our perspective in life. Kontrolado natin lahat yan. Kaya yung mga nangyari na tapos na, hindi na natin mababago yun eh. Ano yung pwede pa nating mabago? Yung mga hindi pa nangyayari. Life is really predictable. Kung anong choice na pinili mo, yan yung siguradong mangyayari because you have chosen that. Kaya lahat ng desisyon mo, lahat ng ginagawa mo, lahat ng sinasabi mo, naka-align doon sa choice mo. Hindi mo hinayaang magsayang ng oras, hindi mo hinayaang maistorbo ka sa iyong mga desisyon. Nakafocus ka lang doon sa choices mo na ginawa mo for your family. You can surely have that goal. Kasi naka-align doon lahat yung ginagawa mo. And that will be your destiny. Things that have yet to happen are still in our hands. So, do not follow what your society tells you. Okay? Pag merong hindi matapos-tapos na poverty, kung ano ang kanilang sinasabi, that is their opinion. Kung marami ang marriage problems, breakups ng families, yes, they can give their opinions, but they are not the manufacturer. They are not the author. So, to solve this problem, let's go back to what the author has designed the family. If the society's concept is not written in the King's Manual, then it is ungodly. If a particular law or practice does not benefit the entire population, but only for a few groups, it is ungodly. So if it concerns your family, follow your King's laws daily. Otherwise, the punishments are built into the laws themselves. So remember, yung pinasok niyong buhay ngayon, yung marriage na pinapasok niyo ngayon, it's not about you or how you feel. Hindi na kayo tungkol sa inyo ito. Hindi na yung marriage tungkol sa feelings mo. Magkikick in automatically ang kingdom laws ng Diyos the moment you enter into a marriage. Sinabi niya sa Malakay, hindi ba pinag-isa kayo ng Diyos? In flesh and spirit, kayo ay pag-aari niya. Bakit pinag-isa kayo? Because He was seeking godly offspring. Kaya nga hindi pabor ang Diyos sa paghihiwalay ng tao. Wala tayong right na makipaghiwalay sa ating asawa the moment we committed ourselves. Kasal man tayo o hindi. Okay? Because marriage is a covenant in God. Kaya nagkikick in din ang marriage law niya, yung design ng marriage, kasal man o hindi. The punishments are happening even to unmarried couples. So guard yourself in your spirit. Do not break faith with the wife of your youth. Do not break faith sa iyong asawa na sinumpa mong pakisamahan sa hirap at ginhawa. Okay? Wala na tayong karapatan na makipaghiwalay. Kaya anong mas pipiliin natin? Pipiliin ba natin yung solusyon na ino-offer ng tao? O yung commandment na magbibigay sa atin ng peace of mind, prosperity? Doon na tayo sa ino-offer ng manufacturer, hindi sa ino-offer ng tao. Yung solusyon na ino-offer ng tao only gives us bad memories, regrets for a lifetime, health complications, untimely death, and misery to the children. But if we obey God's solutions to life's problem, bago pa masira, hindi nangyayari pagkasira ng buhay. Because it prevents it from happening. Makes us wiser men. Gives us total peace of mind. Gives us great mental, physical, and spiritual health as spouses. Healthy life means longer life. And longer life means dying fulfilled. According to survey din, yung mga lalaki daw na galing sa unsuccessful marriages ay namamatay na maaga. Huwag natin discuss to. Okay. Harvard University made a 75-year study on adults. And they concluded na for 75 years, lahat ng taong nabuhay ng healthy at happiest, the happiest and healthiest people on earth daw, yung 75 years study nila on human happiness, are those who invested in relationships. Walang stress eh. Na-observe nila yan for 75 years. So you want to enjoy your life on earth? Invest in your relationship. Starting with your spouse. Then by your children, to your children. But before ka lumabas ng bahay, to invest in relationship, sa bahay mo na. Bago ka makipag-relationship ng PR or whatever sa kamag-anak, sa bahay mo na. Okay? Yan ang sinasabi ng study. Start with your family, then to your friends, relatives, then to the community. Do not go to your friends and relatives kung hindi pa maayos ang relationship ninyo mag-asawa. Do not go to the community kung hindi pa maayos ang relationship ninyo mag-asawa. Magbibigay lang yan sa'yo ng sakit. Okay? You will never enjoy your life on earth. So, ito nga ang tawag ng Diyos sa mga taong sumusunod sa Kanya. I will liken him into a wise man who built his house on the rock. Dumaan ng bagyo, dumaan ng malakas na hangin, everything, nakatayo pa rin ang bahay niya. Matibay pa rin. Walang nagugutom sa loob. Punong-puno ng pagmamahalan ng bahay. Walang problema. Kung may problema man, of course, papasok ang problema, but you know how to solve it. Magkatulong kayo mag-asawa. So, the child's needs, according to Maslow's, ito daw yung nararamdaman ng bawat wife. Kaya nga baby din natin sila eh. So, these are the things that our wives needs. Nag-survey din ako sa mga babae. Paano nyo ba kayo gustong mahalin? So, inisa-isa nila sa akin. Then when I go back to Maslow's theory, ito yung pangangailangan talaga ng bawat babae. Now, if you ask about the husband naman, ito rin yung hahanapin ng husband. Kailangan din niya ng physiological needs, safety needs, belongingness, esteem, self-actualization. Sino makakapagbigay ng needs na yan, ng husband? Ay di si wife. Sino makakapagbigay na yan ng needs ng wife? Eh di si husband. Gusto nila laging bine-baby. Mapapansin niya sa mga babae. Gusto nila laging bine-baby. So, focus on your journey towards the happy family life that you both want. How? Stay on course. Doon lang kayo sa goals ninyo. Focus lang. Stay on your lane, no? Straight ahead. Huwag niyo hayaan na merong sumira ng inyong biyahe as couples together. Because your future is totally in your hands. Nasa kamay ninyong dalawa na marating ang destination na inaasahan nyong dalawa. So happy life, happy marriage, happy family is a choice. Choice yan. Gusto mo na masayang buhay, masayang pamilya, choice yan. You have to do something about it. So babalikan ko yung question kanina. Is perfect marriage possible? Yes. All caps. Yes. Y-E-S. Why? Baka magtanong kayo. Baka magkaroon pa kayo ng doubt. Because it's under your control. Okay? It's under your control. So remember, groom, fatherhood. These are my children. I have 8 kids. Lahat yan lalaki. So yung role ko, responsibility ko is very heavy. But that's my role. Nag-asawa ko eh. Okay? Hindi ako pwede magbukmo tungkol doon. Desisyon ko yun eh. Nag-asawa ko eh. So the ball is in your hands. The fate of the next generation lies in you, husbands and fathers. Don't forget, we also offer studies on how to be a good wife, good husband, good father, good mother, better wife, husband, father, and mother, and so on and so forth. Just give us a call and let's discuss that. My sincere prayers for the success of your marriage. Maraming salamat po sa inyong participation. Dalangin ko po na baunin ninyo ang lahat na natin pinag-usapan. Maraming salamat sa inyong active participation at pakikinig. Now, ihilingin ko lang po ang inyong feedback sa ating mga napag-usapan. Ano yung mga realizations na naranasan ninyo, na realize ninyo during our presentation. Malaki ba ang may tutulong ito sa pagharap ninyo sa inyong buhay mag-asawa? Let's start with Poch and Serene.
Yes, sorry again. Yes po. So, syempre before the PK na parang, although we know what to do pero not as guided as before. So, during this session po, at least parang mas guided na kami and mas clear na rin yung roles namin when it comes to matrimony. So, on behalf of the two of us, thank you so much po for this session. And we really are excited to get married soon. So yun po. Thank you po.
Thank you po. Sisirin. Baka meron siyang back.
And then, align naman kami na parang mas clear na yung roles namin as ano yung role ni husband, ano yung role ni wife. So hopefully that it will serve as a guide para happy and peaceful yung magiging marriage namin.
Yeah, you started with the knowledge. Remember the next step, application. Thank you for Sensorit. Judge Jaime, an attorney, please.
Well, I hope most of what we discuss here we can apply. Anyway, we have been applying it for the past 2 years since we have been married for 2 years already and we've been together already.
Effective naman, Judge? Effective?
Alin?
Effective when you apply those principles?
Yes.
Less ang away, less ang arguments, di ba?
Less ang away, wala nang masyadong argument.
Yeah. Attorney?
Align naman dun sa principles yung mga nag-discuss.
Thank you for that. Okay. Jericho and Marife. Thank you, Judge.
During this session po, madami po kaming natutunan. Especially yung mga needs na dapat naming ina-expect for both parties.
Po, parang meron kaming better understanding sa needs ng isa't isa, and I really believe that dapat kailangan na talaga ng ganitong mga seminar before the marriage kasi talagang makakatulong talaga siya.
Yes. Importante kasi na ituturo din yung tama, di ba? Para nakapag-desisyon tayo ng tama.
Actually, marami talaga kaming natutunan.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Jericho. Marife, you have something to say?
Yun din naman po yung nagkaroon ng deeper, better understanding dun sa papasukin naming life together.
Mm-hmm.
Parang iba dun sa parang nakagawian namin, though we've been together for 7 years, pero yun nga mas mas intimate na po yung namin, yung papasukin namin na life together.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Ms. Marife. Poch, ay tapos na pala sila, Poch. Okay na, Poch, no, kanina. Irish.
Based on sa mga na-discuss, well, we encounter some of them already while being boyfriend and girlfriend. So, medyo ina-expect na namin yung mangyayari pa soon when we got married. And hopefully, mas ma-improve namin yung approach on how we resolve our problems.
Oo, mas naiintindihan natin ngayon kung bakit siya ganun, bakit siya nagkakaganyan, di ba? Kaya alam natin kung paano natin siya i-handle, di ba?
Okay.
Thank you, Irish. Your fiancé?
It's Jason po.
Jason.
We're very thankful, sir, for this seminar. At least now we are guided as a husband and wife. We have guidelines to follow. And our roles are para mas malinaw yung magiging role namin. We'll use this seminar for the rest of our life siguro.
Thank you.
Babase namin dito.
Yan, di ba? Kakaroon na kayo ng guide. Yeah. When you decide. Thank you, Jason. Next is Leona Marie.
Okay.
Ganun din po, same lang. Mas clear po yung understanding namin, deeper po before entering our marriage life.
Yes.
And yun po.
Yan. Thank you. Your fiancé? Angelo.
Hello. Yeah, thank you for the guidance dito sa seminar namin. Very, very straightforward and clear. to help us na yun, to make better decisions moving forward.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Angelo, for the feedback. Ph.D. Aliana. Ph.D., are you there?
We're here po.
Yes po.
Yan. Naka-attend kayong morning?
Actually, parang mali po yung link na pinadala sa amin. So, half lang yung medyo patapos na yung nakita ko dito.
Yeah. Actually, the same lang siya. The same link lang.
Okay.
Oo. So, nasa umpisa kayo banda kanina nung pumasok kayo, no?
Opo.
Can you tell us your feedback?
It's actually the same then as what we have read in the Bible. So we're practicing this already. And it's good to have a refresher pa din po before we have the church wedding.
Okay, thank you. Your fiancé is there?
Yes po.
Okay, anything he wants to add?
Okay, actually yung mga narinig po namin, actually 2:45 na start so far. However, nakatulong naman po, naintindihan naman po namin. Akala namin kanina hindi nga kami nakikita, pero okay naman po. Nakapakinig naman po.
Okay, thank you for that. Can we have a picture taking? May souvenir naman ako sa inyo. Yan, picture tayo. Yan, Irish, Jason, Angelo. Yan, pupugi, ang gaganda nyo. Ready, smile, 1, 2, 3. One more. Wave, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Most of you for pre-K na church wedding, di ba? Yung pre-K na taken from the word, yung sa Kanaan, no? Yung wedding na inatilan ni Jesus. So it's the same as pre-marriage counseling. Pero Reverend Father John Peter Suscon in the session 2 ay nakiusap na ma-adjust ng konti yung oras niya dahil mayroon siyang baptism na medyo humaba dahil na late yung bibinyagan. Nagre-request siya kung pwede 4 p.m. daw kayo. 4 p.m. okay lang ba sa oras nyo? Just okay lang sa inyo, 4 p.m.? Okay lang po? Nakamute kayo.
Yes, 4 p.m.
4 p.m. nakikiusap siya. Sana makapag-start kayo ng 4 p.m. Jericho, Marife, Ph.D., okay lang? 4 p.m. With Father JP, Jason, okay lang?
Kailan po ang next after kung 4 p.m.? Kasi may
prior commitments po kami ng 5 eh. Pero if ever po ba, kailan po ba yung next kung hindi po ngayon?
Pwede siyang iset ng weekday.
Sa 2:45.
Okay. So, Angelo, okay lang? And Leona, Marie, Irish, okay lang? 4 p.m.? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, kung merong hindi makaka-attend, like Ph.D., chat na lang tayo for that pre-K na slot. Once again, thank you so much for your participation. Yeah.
Same link?
Same link lang po. Same link lang po. The same
So
lang.
we go back at 4 o'clock.
Opo. 4 o'clock. So,
Thank you.
Snack muna kayo, merenda kayo. Maraming salamat again. This is Papa Angelo, the Life Mentor. Thank you.
Thank you.